What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back once again, and today we're going to be talking about Justice League Apokolips, the brand new animated movie of the Justice League, the DC movie. Now, it is out on digital and DVD if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. I was finally able to watch it, and let me just say, first off, that this movie was very entertaining. I will say I enjoyed a lot out of this movie. Now, if you guys have caught up with the rest of the other movies that came before that, such as like Superman movies, the Wonder Woman, and among others, there's been a lot that has came out through this. Now, this does really give more of the I want to say the point of view of Constantine and a little bit of Raven, as well as also Damian Wayne, because a lot of what happens in this film, because we do see where Constantine has joined Justice League. He's with Santana, and then right when things get shown, it does get said that Darkseid is wanting to invade Earth, and Superman does state that he is basically they need to make the first move. There's been other plans that's already been taken over. There's a plan in works. They start going over the plan, but somehow or other, Darkseid takes over Cyborg's mind, is able to know the plan. So as soon as they attack, the plan just goes up in flames, literally, and pretty much everybody gets wiped out, either wiped out, killed, brainwashed, or runs. And pretty much the only survivors at this point is Raven. Raven's still alive. Superman is still alive, but he has kryptonite in his bloodstream, so he does not have his powers. Constantine is still alive, along with Estrogen, as well as Damian Wayne has taken over the League of Assassins. The Teen Titans are destroyed. Justice League is pretty much annihilated. Then we later find out that most of the Justice League is still alive. Batman is under brainwashing of Darkseid. Lex Luthor did join the Rebellion as well, but he's also working with Darkseid so that we can stay alive. Now, the reason why everybody pretty much died was because they mixed the demons with they basically called Doom demons is basically pretty much what they were called, because we do see where Darkseid basically made like Doom demons where they were so strong they basically were combined with Superman's DNA and Doomsday DNA to become these massive creatures just to kill everybody and annihilate. So basically what happens is we do see where after all this happened we do Superman as well as Raven go to find Superman and come up with a plan to try to come up to Constantine to find Damian Wayne to convince him to work with them to save Batman, to work on a plan. Then later on in the movie, we do see where Lois Lane is alive. She's also a rebel leader as well. She's working to try to get any ones to work with them. And we get to see her fight Harley Quinn in this. It was actually really cool, where Harley Quinn's leading the villains in the Batman universe to basically go up against Darkseid as well. We get to see Cheetah, Boomerang, Bang, King Shark, of course Harley, Black Manta, and we get to see a whole bunch of different ones in this from Suicide Squad movie. So pretty much everything does get mentioned. Of course, when Superman died, the son of Batman, where of course Damian is now older. I want to say he's in his late teens. He's very angry with Superman because he blames him for the death of his teammates as well as of losing his father. So Lois comes up with a plan to go up against Darkseid to basically destroy the these magnets that go into the Earth's core and get out all the magma from Earth, so that way Darkseid could use that to take over the planet as well as use it for any other planets he's trying to take over. So he does take over the main planet for the Green Lanterns as well in the movie. He destroys that. He uses the power to go up against them as well. And then we later find out also in the movie that they're trying to do a triple attack onto the on these machines, and when that finally does work, we do see where Shazam is still alive, along with a few others are going to attack there. We also see most of the Bat family still alive at the moment. Batwoman's alive, Batgirl, Dick Grayson's no longer alive. He did die. Then we did see where Robin tried to bring him back with the Lazarus Pit. That did not work. We also see where, which was interesting because I honestly thought that most of the Bat family was dead, and we do see where Swamp Thing returns as well to help. So most of the heroes do die in this film. Most of the heroes die in this film, and when we finally see the final assault with the this team of like Constantine, Estrogen, Superman, as well as Robin and Raven, because Raven's still battling with her father inside her head, and she basically warns Constantine, if he gets out of control, then we have to take him down. He says, okay, fine, I will do that, but not Bat Boy ain't gonna like that. So they have to fight against Darkseid's minions, but then we later see we later find out Cyborg's still alive. He hooked him up in something controlling the rest of the Justice League, like Hawkman, Wonder Woman, Mira, as well as Martian Manhunter, and then also Stargirl, who's still alive but half cyborg as well, due to what has happened to them, and they finally do break control after a while, and they finally work together. Then we do see, when they all go up against Darkseid, we do see where we see a battle between Robin, aka Damian Wayne, with Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, but Batman has become evil with brainwashing, and he almost kills Damian, but then he's able to remember what he stood for, and then right when Darkseid's about ready to kill Batman, Damian Wayne gets in the way and takes the death from him, and that sets Raven off, because he did focus on the love story between Zatanna, Constantine, Damian Wayne, Raven, Superman, Lois, and we get to see a lot of that. And honestly, a lot of people I noticed really complained about the love story between Robin, aka Damian Wayne, and also Raven. I didn't mind that. I thought it was cool, because Damian Wayne is literally one of my favorite characters within the Bat family. So I did not mind that. But he actually does say that, because we actually see Damian, he grew up quite a bit. He said that he wanted to bring Dick Grayson back because that was his brother. He had to try. And it really bothered him that he lost a brother, he lost his father all in the same time, and he doesn't really have anybody left, so that's the reason why he went to the League of Assassins to lead them, because at least he could find some type of a family to lead. And he asked Raven to go, but she wouldn't, because of her father gaining control over her and possibly killing Robin, so that's the reason why she didn't do that. So when she sees this, we do see where her father gets free, and as soon as that happens, Constantine's able to try to make a deal, but then it doesn't work, and then her father takes over Superman. And we do see where Superman goes up against Darkseid, and we have this massive fight between Raven's father, and we do see Darkseid, but then we do see where Lois, the Suicide Squad, Lex Luthor, is going up against the Doomsday minions, and she gives one last message to Clark, and he finally breaks free from the control of this demon, and then Darkseid finally contains him, and pretty much all they got to do, since the rest of them have been destroyed, because they also know if they didn't do this, then pretty much everybody would be dead, because at this point in time the Earth will die within a week because of the magma. The core of the Earth is just all screwed up. So we do see within this film, right when that Flash is still alive as well, he's been powering the planet throughout the entire time. So he even kept Flash alive. So what really blew my mind is that most of these characters from the Justice League are still alive. They're just all screwed up. They've lost their power, or they're no longer the same. And we do see where everybody pretty much is able to survive at the very last minute, but we also do see where Raven does come up with an idea, because she's able to bring back Damian by her power. She becomes, of course, the White Raven, which we know from the comics, and then also we can see Constantine come back after finding out that when everyone thought he left when Zatanna needed him, she didn't. She basically told him to run. She gave him put him on a spell to where if you're going to, we need to have a backup plan, and that's pretty much what it was. And he blamed himself for her dying, and he finally reunites with her in heaven, but she also tells him, you need to go back, our friends need you. So that's when him and Raven come up with an idea, break her father out, and he goes into his body that was supposed to be there. And we do see where as soon as that happens, which was crazy, we get to see because Superman's beyond angry, of course, beating the crap out of Darkseid, and then we do see where her father Raven's dad basically takes control of the situation and says, okay, who's going to fight me, or you're going to fight me over who gets to fight him. And as soon as that happens, which was so cool, we get to see the fight between Darkseid and him, and he basically gives them the escape to leave. And as soon as they leave, of course, they blow up in the explosion to go into a realm that cannot be touched with all Darkseid's minions, as well as also Raven's father and Cyborg at the same time. Now, what was even more crazy was the core is dying, and Batman, as well as everybody else that survived, does say, if we do not work on this to create basically another Flashpoint. Even Constantine tells Flash, if you don't do this, then we're screwed. And he basically says, oh, well, I made a promise to Iris. And he looks at Barry. He tells him, if you don't do this, what we're looking at now, what we could look at would be better than what we're looking at now. And he finally decides, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And then at the very end, he just starts running, and then I guess he creates another warp portal, and then that's when everybody engulfs in light, and then it just ends. So more than likely there will be another movie at some point, don't know when. They kept saying this is possibly going to be the last one because it really ties in to everything. I loved it. I thought it was great. I couldn't get enough of it. It was a lot of action. It was badass. I loved it. I could not get enough of how much I enjoyed this film. It was probably one of my favorites out of the entirety of all these Justice League movies, because every movie just gets more, I don't know, something about it just really draws me in about all this, because they've done great with the Batman movies, Justice League movies, Teen Titans, and the Superman, the Wonder Womans. They've done very well with not just the voice acting, but also with the story, as well as the way it looks, the way it feels, and it's really keeping the DC alive, out of my opinion. So couldn't get enough of this. I loved it. Can't wait to see more. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. You guys ready for another film for this? Because I know I am. I can't wait to see more of this. Let me know what you think in the comments. You guys watch it yet? If not, why? Go check it out. It's a great movie. If not, that's perfectly fine. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying your day as well, and I'll be seeing you on the very next one.